Hi, welcome to our next systems of equation video. We're going to chat about finding the equation of a parabola. And there are two parts to this. This first video is part one, and we'll do another video, part two, for parabolas. A parabola is a graph that has the following equations. Y is equal to some number a multiplied by two brackets, in the first bracket x plus b, in the second bracket x plus c, or another form, y is equal to some number a multiplied by one bracket squared, so x plus b all squared plus some number c. In this video, we're going to focus on the second equation to start with. Okay, so we're using this form, y is equal to some number a multiplied by x plus b all squared plus a number c. Let's explain what these numbers represent. The numbers a, b, and c. Let's start off with the vertex. The vertex is the bottom or the top point of parabola. Could be the bottom point, top point, depending on whether the parabola is a what I like to call smiley face or a sad face. Now, we've got to work out where the vertex is in relation to the origin. So in the example on the screen, I've moved my vertex 3 squares to the right and 2 squares up. The number we move it sideways, the distance we move the vertex sideways, is the value of b. But please keep in mind, because it's in brackets, when we're using brackets for graphing work, we must make it opposite. So we're moving it to the plus 3. Inside the brackets, it's actually going to be a minus 3. C is the value of moving the graph up and down. Now in this example, I've moved it up 2 squares, so it's going to be plus 2. I don't do opposite for C, I only do opposite for B inside the brackets. So far I have this formula. Y is equal to some number a times brackets x subtract 3. I do a subtract 3 because I move it to the plus 3. I do opposite inside brackets. Then I must square all the brackets, and then I must plus 2 because the whole thing's going up 2 squares. Now that just leaves the value of a. What does a do? Well, a is a number that simply determines the width of the parabola, and I can have really narrow parabolas or much wider parabolas, or even parabolas that are upside down. When a is greater than 0, we have what I'll call a smiley face. But when a is less than 0, we have what I like to call a sad face. All right, let's get into one example to show you how this all works. We're going to find the equation of this parabola. Now we're using the form y is equal to a times x plus b all squared plus c. So here we go. We've got a, b, and c to work out. Now here's the vertex, and the vertex is at the point 5, negative 1. We've gone across 5 and down 1 to get to the vertex. So when I write down my equation, I'm going to go y is equal to the number a times brackets x minus 5. Because I've moved it sideways to the plus 5, I have to go x minus 5 in brackets. Close the brackets, all to the power of 2, and then I go subtract 1 for c because I'm moving the graph, the vertex, down 1. All right, what next? Well, now we're going to figure out the number a. And here's what we do. We need to pick another point that passes through one point on the grid. And I'm going to use this point here, 0, negative 6. If you can find another point on the grid, use that. But I'm using the point 0, negative 6. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace my x with 0 and my y with negative 6. So this is my x. I'm going to replace that with 0. And this is my y. I'm going to replace that with negative 6. So negative 6 is equal to a times brackets 0 minus 5 all squared minus 1. Now working out the bracket, 0 minus 5 is negative 5. And then I must square the brackets. Negative 5 times negative 5 makes 25. So I've got negative 6 is equal to 25 times the number a, subtract 1. I'm now going to take that minus 1 and pop it on the other side and make it a plus 1. Negative 6 plus 1 makes negative 5. So negative 5 is equal to 25 times a, and I'm going to divide everything by 25 to get a is equal to negative 1/5 or negative 0.2. So my final equation, I can put it all together, is y is equal to negative 1/5 times x minus 5 all squared minus 1. Cool, thanks for watching.